When we sailed from Guatemala to Honduras, we found out that our arch on the back of the boat, which we just where we just put new solar on, and we 3-doubled it, so the weight is also 3-doubled. It was moving a lot when we were beating upwind, so it was doing this, and it's pretty dangerous because if it falls off we lose 900 watts of solar, 2 dinghy engines, and we have a hole in the boat, and that's just dangerous and costs a lot of money and it's not fun. So we decided when we got on Roatan that we wanted to look for a possibility to strengthen it. Yeah.
And then we met Fran. Fran is a guy from Argentina. He was stuck during COVID for 2 years on Roatan, Honduras, and he knew like everything. And he was like, "Well, I don't think there's a stainless steel welder here." And I'm like,
uh-oh.
Must be one somewhere. And then we changed anchorage. We went to Calabash, and then we met Fraser. And how did we meet him?
Well, when we ran aground, Fraser was the one who came to help us get off. And when we talked to him, he was like, "No, I redid my whole boat here. You can get everything you want on this island. There's a welder. You can do stainless steel, aluminum, whatever you want." So we went to visit him.
Well, he couldn't weld aluminum, but he could do stainless steel.
I don't know, but that's not my cup of tea.
4 years ago I crewed on other people's boats across the Pacific Ocean and learned the basics of sailing. After I had to stop building my cabin in Spain last year, I decided to return back to the ocean.
Since recently we have our own small boat in Guatemala, it turned out to be a bit more of a lemon than expected, and we are now transforming the boat into lemonade.
Or limonada.
And step by step we are getting closer to sail the Caribbean and eventually the rest of the world together. We just lift our anchor up and are going 2 bays further than where we are now to a welder who is gonna strengthen our arch.
We just entered the second bay, and now there's also again a tricky area where avionics is not that correct. So the welder's coming here with a lancha, with his boat, and then he'll guide us to the dock. We are following the welder. He's in front of us. Now we're going to test my docking skills, which I don't have. I docked 1 time, 2 times. 1 time, I think. So the docking went pretty smooth, eh?
Yeah, luckily.
We're docked here now. We probably have a feet left under the keel. Now we're gonna take the propane and the diesel there away, because probably welding above propane tanks is not a very good idea. Their dinghy, named the Punisher, has a good stereo system in it, I see it. I wanted to clean the last gas tank up too, but I'm gonna make coffee first. And the welder had a dock, which, you know, for an island might be a thing that is possible, but it's pretty extraordinary for us at least, because otherwise either the welder needs to come to the boat with his welding equipment, and then you need a lot of electricity like at the boat, which is difficult, or you need to pay, or we would need to pay for a dock and then have the welder come there. But this welder had a dock, so that was really nice.
So we could just go there for free, and when we arrived he was like, "Oh yeah, I mean, do whatever you want, you can use the electricity, we have a garden hose with fresh water."
Yeah, you use that.
If you want to do laundry, you can do it. And I took my chance and I washed everything on the boat.
Dirk's peeing. What's going on over there?
Well, they let me use the fresh water, so now I can finally do the laundry. And that's necessary.
Yeah, it was necessary. It is necessary. It's like so nice to have a place to just have like running fresh water, and to a place to like throw the trash and everything.
It's the most luxurious thing we've had in 3 weeks. Water. Fresh water. So yeah, that was really nice. And he said at one point, "Well, you have a lot of laundry." I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna use this opportunity."
So he's calling it now. First we wanted to use those, but I wanted to have a little bit thicker ones. There is a little bit of a bend in it, but that's the best I can find here. I hope that's okay. Now at the general store I need to get 10 welding rods for stainless. I didn't know that I had to get them myself, but let's see how this adventure unfolds. That's done. Alright, so 10 piece for only $4. So not expensive. Still confused why I need to get them, but let's go back. Then they started welding, and I never had people weld on the boat, but they welded first the top of the stainless steel bar, the new stainless steel bar on the top of my my arch. It makes sense. But then they welded the bottom plate where the bolts go through on the deck, and they welded on the deck, and
we
like
have so many burning marks on it, and you can't clean that. There has to be new paint over it one day.
It didn't make sense when I saw it, but then I was like, well, I guess he knows what he does. I'm not really happy that they're doing the welding on the boat. See the black spots, but yeah. What you gonna do about it when they already fixed that welding? I mean, he's a welder and a painter and an engine fixer and a this and a that, but really nice guy, and I really believe that he did everything the way to his best way of doing. And if I would have known this, then I would have immediately said, don't weld that on the boat or put something under it. Well, this is the way it is. One more scratch.
At least it's safe now. It's strong enough.
Well, they started late, but they're also the only ones in the whole street that are still working. I put a bigger patch of sealant around it. Should have been white, but then you're at an island like this, and you have to do it with things that are available. And well, white UV sealant is not available, so I had to do it with black. It's the way it is. That is a YouTube boat. Look what they're spraying on. F haters. I like that. We had two issues. One was the arch need to be strengthened. The other one was where I pull up the anchor. The problem I'm having with my anchor mount is that it's mounted to the side but not on the top. And they told me here they didn't have the materials to fix that. However, I still have, from when I was making the chain plate, this material, and I have an idea. So this is aluminum, that is aluminum, you cannot weld stainless to it. So here are two holes. So my idea is to bolt the stainless I still have over there, and on the end it's barely touching, so weld a tiny part of it going down, and then attach it over there and do that on both sides. That should make it a lot stronger. When we pick up the anchor and the anchor is stuck, then she puts the boat in forward gear, and then we jank out the last part where the anchor is stuck. So yeah, when the mount is on the side of the boat, it might break one day. It's also aluminum. And then he actually did a really good job on welding the front for strengthening the anchor mount. Now we're gonna dry fit the support. Wow. So he made this, which I think is gonna work well. I just need to paint it. He did say I did have to drill the holes myself. Not sure why. I have given a lot of stuff away in the past few months, and also I threw a lot of stuff away because when I had 6 meters of 304 stainless steel, I'm like, that's heavy. I'm never gonna use that. I'll just keep 2 and throw the rest away, even though it was pretty hard to get. And now I'm already gonna use those 2. I wish I kept it. That's a life lesson for the future. those materials, a lot of materials, stainless and everything, are just hard to get in other countries, and yeah, I should try to keep those things. I have 2 cobalt bits and 1 normal one. It will be tough with this one, but I couldn't get a cobalt bit in this size, so I bought the biggest one, and then I'll do it first with the bigger one and then with that one. Well, at least we done the stuff that needs to happen before the rain,
But this means we're gonna stay in one more night.
It is ready to be painted. So I'm pretty happy with this. It looks a lot stronger than before. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. We're 2 steps forward now. I'm just gonna go with the dinghy to the upside of the street where we can get some local food. It's quite a busy lunch place here, and I bought pastelitos. This is pastelitos, a local snack with fish. Just for me, because Dirkie doesn't eat fish. Oops.
Melon for you.
Oh, I like melon too.
Yeah, but you are fish.
Good morning. I just made some backing plates. I just measured and marked the length bolts I need. Now we're gonna have some healthy breakfast made by Dirkie. Dirkie is keeping me healthy in these times. So the town did not have the boats that we need, so we took a taxi to French Harbor, 2 towns further, a couple towns further, and Dirk is now at the big supermarket. I'm going to Ace Hardware. I'm at the marine angle, and they do have sealant. I need sealant, but this is all non-UV, so I think we're gonna take a risk with a little cheaper sealant that says it is for UV, because I know for sure that these ones on deck outside in the sun are not a good idea. So it's the way it is. This is all that's available. We are taking the Collectivo bus back. It is a bit crowded, and we have a lot of stuff with it. Are you okay, Dirkie?
Yeah.
We decided when there was a seat available to join in the front together. I'm a little tight to the ceiling.
Oh, look at our feet. Look at our feet.
Got some groceries going on over here. So now we're taking a boat ride back, which is the same price as the tuk-tuk this morning. Prices are a bit confusing here. We only need to go over there. They charge $1.50 for that. Seems a bit over the top for that small section. I'm gonna drill holes now. Here they should have never welded this while being on the boat. Here it is worse. That is a life lesson. I didn't know that, and I will never ever accept that anymore in the future. Also, instead of polishing it nice, they just put some primer over it. I don't think that is what you're supposed to do. Those are the washers and the backing plate that I'll put under it. Dirk is gonna clean the boat and gonna make the best use of the fresh water as we can. In the last video we redid all the wood here, and then we have bought this cheap painter's tape, and then we ran out of sealant. But then I had to wait 1.5 days for sealant, and then all this painter tape, when we took it off, it had stuck to the wood. All the railing was full with all this sticky stuff here everywhere. It's a pain in the butt to take it off. So I've been busy now for the last 2 hours to rub it off with laundry powder or with detergent. Yeah, it's a pretty big job. Next time I will not save money on buying tape anymore.
I'm going to make a smoothie with some oats, flax seeds, peanut butter, almond milk, dates, bananas and ice cubes.
Thank you. I'm gonna get money now from the ATM. So for the welding it's gonna be $200, and then I asked, that was his material, although it was scrap material that he still had that he used. So I asked how much did he wanted to make that. That was my steel, but the time he spent on making that was quite similar than welding all those pieces over there. And for that I'm gonna pay $30, so I'm really happy with that. But yeah, that's an interesting price. Yeah, and then?
Yesterday we made a day sail to the neighbor island Guanaja. I knew it was a full day of sailing, and we left at 9:30, so I was already like, it's a bit late, but I
definitely miscalculated.
Assumed that you would know how long it was, and then yeah, miscalculation on the navigation, and you thought it was really close by, and I was like, we're not gonna make it before dark, I think.
So we had to motor sail. We had to do continuously 5 knots to make it before dark. And we are out. Goodbye, welder.
Guanaja, it's a neighbor island. This is gonna be hopefully a fun day. I hope we can sail a little bit. I took my non-seasick pill an hour ago, so hopefully that works, so I can enjoy this beautiful scenery around me.
This must be by far the nicest sailing experience you've ever had in your life.
Yeah.
This is also by far the nicest sailing day I've had on this boat.
Yeah. This is what I like. But
This is the first time we have our new used main up.
no.
You don't see the jib. No?
Second time.
Second time?
Yeah.
Oh.
We've tried it out once on the lake in Guatemala, but I think for only 1 hour or something.
It's working.
Huh?
It's working.
Yeah.
We have arrived just before dark. Nice.
Yep, and we didn't hit bottom.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That little island is full with Christmas lights. And the result is... What is it?
It's an Israeli aubergine salad with aubergine and red and green pepper, olives, onion, garlic, parsley, and I added quinoa because we're eating it as a dinner, so got some protein from the quinoa.
It looks delicious. We made it before dark.
Yeah.
And we sailed, we got the main up, the jib up. It was nice weather, not like today. Yeah.
It's a huge difference between today and yesterday with the weather. It's crazy. I'm happy that we went yesterday because probably today was not a nice day of sailing. And my seasickness pills worked really good.
And now we're in Guanaja. I'm gonna explore this.
Yeah.